Welcome to Shattered Destinies Vanclaw. Vanclaw being the city under the ground given birth to by the goddess of the land and skies after she fell from the aliens from beyond. The now mob town city with some dodgy things going on. Our players have been trying to survive and figure out what's going on since some of the divine barriers have been cracking. Last episode, they were going to go to the sewers. Did we make it to the sewers? No.
Did not make it to the source.
So obviously we didn't make it to the sewers, but this episode we're going to go to the sewers.
We're not going to
No.
the sewers.
We're not going to go to the sewers. No, last episode they got distracted because they came across Bormar's house. Rorschach finally found out that she did know who Bormar was. And they had a search, found out that Bormar has been trying to replicate the magic that Slice has got. And has been practicing underground, going a bit madder as time's gone on. Slice had some times reminiscing in his old home before you decided maybe now is the time to speak to Bormar. You head out of the house, ready to, however you decide, to travel across the city. And just before we get to that, Rorschach, I just was wondering if you could roll me just a safe perceive check.
Yes, I am Rorschach.
You are Rorschach.
That is one failure.
It's safe. Safe. So nothing to give away. No worries. No worries at all. What are you guys going to do?
So, how do we get into the church then? Because the chap that used to let me in is here.
Well, I don't think that'd be too hard. I mean, if you get there at the right times, the servants open the doors at various times to like take the rubbish out or to take in deliveries. When their backs are turned, you can just slip in through the back door.
All right, back to some backdoor action. Gotcha.
Sound like you're a man with a lot of experience, some backdoor action.
A little, yeah.
Oh, look, there's a sewer grate. We could go down to sewers from here.
We could. And I'd be very itching to know what the hell's going on with the tattoo monster. But seeing as the rest of you decided we're going to talk to Daddy, let's go talk to Daddy.
It's okay, Doreen. It's okay. You're going to be safe. It's not like last time you were here.
What happened last time you were here?
Oh, did I say that out loud? Well, that when I was last here with Bormar, he was preaching, and then that's when the earth started shaking and the floors cracked and the walls crumbled. It's all
When
very
you were in his
stressful.
ass.
So
In
he
his
made
ass?
the first crack.
No, in the temple and sanctum. I'm just nervous about going.
Oh, you were there
Was
when
it?
Oh, okay. You were there
Oh.
when he was preaching out prophecy and stuff.
Just preaching to the congregation like normal.
I believe he was ranting about prophecy at the time of the crack, because I might have been there listening in.
I may have kind of got a bit distracted with what he was saying. He was probably doing that, and I was watching a very pretty butterfly.
Okay.
Right.
That doesn't exist.
Excellent. Illuminating as always,
It
Doreen.
wasn't
Thank you for
printed
that.
into stone.
Right.
Mm,
Was it moving?
no.
One sec. I've just got a quick question. Rorschach, where were you when the first crack happened?
That's a great question, and I don't
Because
remember.
so far,
So
that put three of us in the temple when it happened.
I was not in the
Yeah.
temple. I've never been to the fucking temple. I was probably blackout drunk, although I don't necessarily specifically remember.
Was that before or after your family died?
Before.
I think it's just a
Before.
reminder.
Yeah. The crack happened
Huh?
weeks ago, right? A week ago? Some weeks
About a
ago?
month ago.
About a month ago.
Time is
Yeah.
weird.
It is when there's no sun.
What's the sun?
Exactly.
It's Solaris is one of them.
Yeah. How does he help to tell the time? Doesn't make any sense anyway.
I'm not here.
Well,
Because whenever he makes a cup of tea, that's how we know roughly what time of day it is.
Well, then
it's
it's
like,
well then it'll be tea time because I've made tea.
that's how we know. Well, now that that mystery's solved, shall we go to the temple?
Speaking of time, what time do we need to go to sneak into the temple? Do we have to wait a while or?
I mean, if you get there about 15:15 dim,
Right, but what
that's
time
when
is
the
it
gates
now?
normally open.
To
Oh, it's 30 past 30. Damn, it's so hard.
Generally, in the city, there isn't like a nighttime, daytime. It's generally the city's kind of almost 24 hours where there's always activity. Like half the city sleeps while half the city's awake. Same would be for the church. It's never, unless it's on lockdown, which it is right now. The church is kind of always open. Just half the people are resting while half the people are working. So, being whatever time it is, unless you're in a place that has some kind of timekeeping device, be that magical or the time is a bit difficult without something to base it on.
is there like a bell tower, like a clock tower, something to tell workers to like start and stop?
No. Magic?
The city don't work.
I don't understand how
city
this
don't
place
work.
runs.
No. There's a
Badly.
reason it's
Look
fallen
where it
apart.
is.
Logistical
Yeah.
nightmare.
It's not
My
like you got
shop
anywhere
was
to go.
always open. People would come in at like when I'd been sleeping for hours. They'd just walk in the door.
Like, individual businesses would just shut when they were working.
But how do they know when to shut?
They make the rules. You just went, I'm
Oh,
done
but you
working
have
for the
different
day.
times how you meant to do your shopping. Butcher's opens at 7 o'clock and like closes at 2, and then the baker's opens at fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Doesn't make any sense.
What's an afternoon?
What time was your butcher shop open?
Doreen's made of rock. I'm sorry, I didn't figure out how time works down here. We're going to pretend like there is there's magical clock towers that the Magi invented a long time ago, and people look at the clock towers to figure out what the time is. There we go.
Amazing,
They're
thank
working
you.
all around the city, no problems. I figured it out now. Thanks for helping me world build.
Thank you.
It feels like something that someone should have thought of before we started all of this. But there you go.
I'm sorry, I didn't think of time. I didn't figure out taxes. Do you want to figure out how taxes work down
Yeah,
here?
actually, what are you talking about?
I love that you
We've-
broke Anna over time and shopping.
This doesn't make any sense. How does anything function?
It does now.
It functions, yes. It's fine. It's good. All right, well, a couple of hours.
Yeah, I mean, if we go to the back doors, eventually they'll have to open them up to take out the rubbish or take in the delivery. Whilst they're distracted with that, we could slip in.
Okay.
We're all wearing the right clothes.
Well, we could go now though, because there's lots to kind of see around there and see what's changed. We'll see the crack open up near there.
Yeah, because we're famously good at stakeouts.
Well, the last one was a practice run. Right, they've
It
had a
was
bit
a
of
fail.
experience now.
It was a mitigated failure.
Yeah.
And I say mitigated because we did what we needed to do. It's just we set off all the alarms whilst doing it.
Well, you're never good
Okay.
at something first time round, are you?
I don't know.
All right,
Fine,
let's.
We're just going to leave that one there, are we? Okay, let's move on swiftly.
How are
Yes.
you gonna get there? Are you gonna go sewers? You're gonna go over land? You're gonna
Let's go for the
fly?
sewers and maybe,
Bump into a sewer.
we've got the land map. Let's just get around the guards, yeah?
All right. Travel scene. What's everyone doing? Same old,
Keeping
same
everyone hidden and quiet.
Same old.
Everyone shut
Yeah.
up.
Staying on my tenterhooks or relying on my instincts to
Yeah.
give me the edge in any dangerous situations.
And Rorschach, you're gonna
Being
quietly
very
tell
loud
everyone
to
do.
undermine
Oh, okay.
everything Vices is doing.
All of your ones take off from Vices' successes.
I'm just giving a little like every landmark we pass. I'm pointing out. So that's that. Oh, that's
We
where
don't know his
so-and-so
life
lives.
story, for sure.
It'll help you in the future.
I know the city, right?
Yeah, okay. It will help them in
We
the
all
future.
know the city. He used to live here, like just round the corner,
Yeah.
next to you. We do not need a tour guide.
Sorry, Celeste forgot when his mother died. He forgot he'd ever been in the sewers. You think he remembers any of this shit?
I mean,
I will
being
concede
a
your
bit
point.
helpful.
Celeste, do you know where
once
you
again,
are right now?
I do. We're just up the road from my house on the way to the temple. I know the way quite well. I don't know why you have to.
Well, have anyone?
I might
got their-
suggest that you do not be a tour guide.
All right. How's the rolls going?
I rolled a
One.
1.
2
Oh.
successes.
2, 1 over,
4 successes.
Just 1 for me.
4
Four.
successes.
Yes.
That's 3 over.
Talking us
And
in the right
Doreen?
direction.
One success.
All right. So roll me a d6. You're pretty good here, unless I decide to spend some
I'll
threat.
do it. I got luck.
No.
I'll do it. That's a 3.
3. That's 7 in total.
Okay.
So no problem at all. You guys managed to. I feel like Salias just makes us all talk a little bit more Southern Hemisphere, like Kiwi / Australian. Because I just caught myself. You all managed to get yourself over to the church, and luck behold, you managed to just completely avoid anything. Keeping yourselves quiet. Salias, you know this route very well, but you also know where high foot traffic would be. So you try and avoid those areas, but then and a couple of times you just made a call right, and then you realise that if you took a route down there was actually a conglomerate of guards that were making sure a building which was being kind of pushed back up and repaired was being done fine. Doreen, you managed to make sure any of the existing guard routes are appropriately being avoided as well. And Rorschach, you make sure everyone stays in line and knows about different shop names
Yep.
as you pass by.
Telling us
But
all
you
the
get there,
different opening times.
Yeah.
but you get there completely unscathed, and because of the additional success, I'm going to give you above 6. I'm going to give you a little bit more information, so you don't have to scout out when you get there. The building has 3 main entrances. Well, 1 main entrance, 2 side entrances. The main entrance, which is steps up to a central point surrounded by 2 curved, further out walls, has 4 guards on it. Salias, and Doreen, this is not normal. 1 guard, maybe, but 4 guards on the front, and the doors are closed. Normally, they're always open. But Slice, you would recognize this after the first crack appeared. The doors were locked other than when congregations were happening. And they would be like an hour, 2 or 2, and then people would be asked to leave and the doors would be closed again. As you go round the 2 side doors, as the building kind of squares off around the back, you've got 2 doors with 2 guards on them each. Again, most of the time, these don't even have guards on them. These are doors that only really open from the inside, similar to like a fire door, but the mechanics would work without current technologies. So you know that, yes, you would have to wait for a situation where the door opens, but there's also 2 guards outside, which normally doesn't happen. Those 2 doors go directly into corridors that go around the central chamber. The central chamber has the serfs, like your old quarters, the warden's quarters, and the congregation area. So it's not open to the public, those corridors. But the central main doors take you straight into the main chapel area. What would you guys like to do?
Well, this doesn't look quite as easy as you said so, Solaris.
I forgot that we just had another big earthquake.
Oh,
and
did you forget something?
I don't think I like your tone base of ISIS.
Well, I don't like the fact there are 2 guards at every entrance.
Well, I didn't consider that after another earthquake, they put the place on high lockdown once again.
I wonder why, Vice, you chose to kill this one.
Oh, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
It's pretty obvious.
He won't remember me doing it.
Who won't remember what? What?
What? Eh?
What are you
You
talking
okay,
about?
Vi?
What do you mean?
I don't suppose we know any of the guards, do we? Like, friendly, because we've
I
been
mean,
here a lot.
Solaris should if you can remember them.
So, just out of interest, Dan, the guards
Mhm.
on the gate, are they like Earth Warden guards or are they the guard?
So it's a mix. On the front gate, there are 4 guards. it seems like they might have pulled in some additional resources. On the side, there is an Earth Warden with a serf, people that you would recognize. No one that you're like close to on a work thing. You are close to these people, you know about them. But they're not anyone specifically impactful to you, unless you want them to be. That's up to you.
No.
So yeah, you can figure you would know generally an Earth Warden is more powerful than a serf. So
and there is no. After spending a childhood here,
mhm.
is there any other? So like a wall into a garden that sometimes the younger kids would sneak out over, or maybe a little crack
roll
in a
me a
wall that.
roll me a remember check.
I mean, I was about to say crack in a wall, but I'd have well grown out of that one.
And then we got Doreen.
Double sixes.
Double
2 6s.
six, nice. The church has always been quite a defensible building. The reason is there is no gardens around it. It is just a building in the center of a collection of buildings. It's got like a square before it and around it. It gets a bit tighter around the edges to some buildings, but it doesn't have like a garden area. It is like a monument without the garden features. It's different. Not many places have gardens that are grassy and fieldy. So you do lack a lot of natural vegetation to break down rock work and stuff like that. One time you did spot something which would add up to everything else that you guys have known. But you now know where it goes to. One time you were taking some down to storage, and you moved one of the barrels out the way, and under this barrel you did see a sewer entrance or exit, which you were quite surprised one went directly into the church. This was pre-written for you. So you know, and the one thing, this was probably in the last year or so, it wasn't locked. There was no locking mechanic on it or anything like that. It literally didn't even think about it until this very moment. It's nothing that even bothered you much. You just moved and went, oh, that's interesting. Carried on with your life. And not until this moment do you go, that's kind of the only way. It's a brick building of a couple of doors, stone building even.
So I have remembered something. There is, and I can't, and it's surreptitious that we actually get to go down. There is a sewer grate that comes up into one of the storerooms. So if we go to sewers, perhaps we could find a way up.
You're just now remembering this.
Vices, go easy on him. He's had a rough morning.
Haven't we all?
Well,
Yeah,
but with your good remember, you will also know that you are correct. There will be intervals where a cleaner will open the door to take stuff out, or just generally people might step outside. And if the church is closed, the side doors is where you generally would step out. Especially with a guard around, would give anyone who has locked themselves down for maybe protection might want to maintain being around guards. So that is another route in still, but you do have 2 guards to get through as well.
Yeah. So we could still get in this way, but obviously then we'd have to fight and potentially deal with some guards, and then potentially raise the alarm, or we could attempt to sneak in through a sewer entrance.
I mean, I vote sewers because that seems like the safer bet right now.
Safer. I mean, there's all sorts of abominations down there, and they've increased the guard patrols. So
Yeah, but we do have a
Who
map
knows
of
what we find?
patrols.
could we try and distract the guards to get in? Vices, you're very good at being distracting and then hiding very quickly.
You want it to be bait, but wouldn't that not put the church on alert, which is not what we want on this occasion? If we
I can't
create any
agree.
kind of kerfuffle, they'll be on more alert, and we don't want that to happen now, do we?
That's why I'm thinking if we come up from below, then we get in at least quietly that far.
I mean, if
I agree with
the
Solias
only
on this.
way. I'd rather stay up, but
Well, if they've increased the guard everywhere in the city, not just here, where would they have got those guards from? There might be less guards in the sewers.
So that sounds like that's the third vote for the sewers then.
oh, okay.
It's all right, Doreen. It's not.
It's
that
okay,
bad.
Doreen. You can do this.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Just kind of giving myself a hug. Yeah, it's okay, Doreen.
But remember, it's best to go
We
barefoot. If you're wearing any shoes, take
Be
them off, put them
together.
around your
No.
neck.
No.
together is better. That's right.
So we go.
Okay.
There must be an entrance down close by that we can sit down into quietly.
Yeah. Well, you have 2 maps, and when you cross-reference them, you could easily find, like I think we discussed before, some of the major places. So it's any of the major locations. There would, unfortunately, as you're traveling, there'd be another travel scene to get there. So there'll be one in the Magi district. If you want to go back there for any reason, there'll be one near the mines. There'll be one, so there's several locations, major places in the city where one would be. Just depends on how you want to find an entrance.
What's the closest
You are
one?
central. You are central city. Everything else is
So
equally
we end up
around
going
you.
back to where we started and take the sewer route, is what you're saying?
Oh, I've had a lovely morning walk. Be ashamed to
Mm.
ruin it.
Look, I wrote it, so it's my fault. But
Right, back the way we came then.
Well, you
If we
guys
see a
all know
technical
your way
monster,
now.
we're talking to it.
Yeah, you guys all know your way now because I pointed out all of the shops and their opening times.
Yeah, invaluable knowledge, really,
If you get there at twilight twilight, you can. There's about a 15-minute
Twilight?
window of time when all of the shops are actually open at the same time, and you can get everything
Like
done.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
Maybe we
Before-
should get Visus a cookie or something to cheer him up.
I think it'll take more than a cookie, don't you?
And maybe a dozen or so.
I know some good taverns around here. That often cheers me up.
I know the
Not
kind of
those
taverns you
types
go
of
to.
Elias.
We're going to the sewers, right? Let's just stay on target and not get
Yeah.
distracted.
all right. Can everyone roll me a journey scene again? You can roll the same checks. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're going down the same path, but it's just making sure. Was everyone
Yeah.
get
Keeping everyone hidden, 1 success.
1 success?
3
Slice?
successes.
3 successes for Rorschach.
2
Elias?
successes.
Oh,
No, I
One.
blame Nick.
oh,
These new dice. I've just rolled 2 for it, and I'm
thank
taking them.
you. And I'll take them too. So, can someone roll me a d6 and only add 1 because you're 2 failures on there?
Oh, I'll do it again. I'm still lucky. Let me.
Vices can re-roll.
It's a 5, so it becomes a 6.
6, perfect, no issues. Salias, you're thinking about what you're actually going to do. You get a little bit distracted. And more than a few times, Vices, you've had to pull him out of walking into a main street where you saw a set of guards coming.
Up. Remember where we're going.
And eventually
Oh,
you
right.
come back to Bormar's and Salias's old home, next door to the rubble of Rorschach's home. Rorschach, you know where your old sewer grate was. It was behind the place, so you've had to shuffle a bit of rubble over to get access.
Mhm.
But you have a smaller, all of you would fit down it, sewer grate to go down to. Now, my question is, how do you all believe you're going to see down in the sewers?
We got torches from out the sconces of Bormar's cellar.
Fair enough. Is that where did you grab them, or are you saying you grabbed them? Like
I'll go back and grab them now.
Yeah,
We're on my way outside.
yeah, it's fine.
We weren't expecting to
Retrospectively.
go to the sewers, and now we've gone to the sewers.
Yeah. You grab some more supplies from Bortmar's house. Get yourself ready to go
You sure
down.
you don't
to
want
the
to shit in that
sewers.
box? Warrior.
No, I haven't got another one brewing just yet.
No.
Yeah, I would have to make a roll for that because you did recently shit.
Haven't eaten since. I need to fill up. Maybe
So-
I
tomorrow.
want some rags in the sewers.
Yeah.
How are you going down? What's the general plan? Are you just going straight down there, or
Well, Rorschach knows the way.
Yeah,
Rorschach's the
I'll
sewer
lead the
person.
way. I'll lead the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just down here, round the corner of the rubble of my old home. I'll go down. It's not far. I'll take a torch from Vices, and you guys just follow me down, and then we'll set off.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Who has the sewer map?
I think I have that as well. So
Yeah, well, there you go. Makes sense, doesn't it?
all right? Rorschach,
yes,
you jump down, climb down the ladder onto the sewer ground floor. You quickly listen out. Can you roll me a perceive check just while you're down there, just for any immediate threat or danger?
I'm gonna spend 2 momentum to turn that 5 into a 6 for 1 success.
You initially you know the sound of giant rats running around. You know that sound very well, and you don't hear it, and you don't hear much else. You peer torch out side to side. You can't seem to see anything. There's a trickle of water running through. It smells god awful down here, as it always does. But you're kind of used to it. You've been down here a few times, but it seems like the coast is clear at the moment.
I think it's fine. Can't hear any rats. I think they must be hibernating. So, quick.
The rats hibernate.
Without the sun or moon,
Oh, interesting.
all seasons.
Which season?
No, they go into kind of like an egg-laying hibernation sort of trance state.
I thought they did. They went into like a stasis before they did mitosis.
Yeah, like
Oh,
like a
interesting.
stupor kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's
just
when
sort
you
of
want to
wander
kill them
out.
actually, because they're sort
Yeah.
of docile and
And that's when you
sleepy.
squeeze and the eggs pop out.
Yeah.
Oh, you squeeze them
And
to
that-
get.
that's when
What
they're
a
fresh as
squeeze did you like that?
Yeah, you just have to like go from the head and squeeze downwards.
like a toothpaste tube.
That is your preferred method, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. If we
You
come
all
across any-
eventually
Got to look them in the eyes when you do it.
just step back from vices.
get down to the sewers. All of you can comfortably stand up, other than Silias. You kind of have to bend over a little bit, not massively so. If you stand up straight, the top of your head will constantly be dragged across the top of the sewers, but mostly it's just a bit of an extra slouch than you're used to fit down them. You are now in the sewers. You've got a map that will help you where you need to go, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult and riskier to travel around here. But I will say that there will be a lower DC due to certain things. So can everyone tell me what they're going to do? You know, it's a little bit of a different situation now.
I think this being a higher risk area, I just head on a swivel, keeping an eye out for any danger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 successes.
Whatever.
I still think instinct's probably my best bet. It's just like unfamiliar situation, don't really know what to watch out for, so just gotta be rely on that nervous energy.
Yeah.
1 success.
Okay. Doreen Rorschach.
Assuming I've been down here before, can we say I've maybe made some chalk marks on walls to kind of help me find my way?
Yeah.
So investigate to try and find
Yeah.
them and
You've used all my best ones.
oh sorry.
It's literally Inquisitor investigates been taken.
It's okay. I should have just spoken before you. I can still investigate though, right? It's
Generally, you
what did you
should
do,
all
Vices?
perceive.
I had a look
presume.
around, which is probably
Yeah, my
worthwhile.
third best one. Yeah, great, thanks.
I can swap to Intuit. It's the same. Would be the same roll for me. And I just
You intuit.
What are you
intuiting?
intuiting?
sort of the life of the sewer, the beating heart of the sewer. You know the.
This ain't Starfall. This ain't Starfall. All right.
Okay.
Go on, you can figure this out between the two of you. You can still like orate if you want, like telling people the direction.
That's really useful in the sewers when you're trying to stay quiet.
Well,
You
that's
can
what I
whisper
did.
talking.
Do it.
You can whisper talking to people. Orate isn't just being loud and
It
Okay.
is if you're Anna, not
Yeah,
Rorschach.
true.
Anna.
Okay.
But
I
you
will
could-
do a whispered orate.
yeah.
Ooh.
Thank
like-
you.
Avoid this. Avoid going here. I'll be like this on this bit because you know the area.
My only other good one is remember, and I can't do that down here.
Well, now you can do
But you can-
investigate.
You can do investigate now.
I don't have the extra dice now.
How'd you do, Rorschach?
5 successes.
What?
I'm really good at orating. That's why I keep doing it.
Okay, so you're 5 over.
And just one success from me.
Okay, so I'll roll a d6 and add 5.
Oh, that's good. I don't think you need my luck on this one.
Anna, you go for it. You roll high.
Celeste has done it.
I've already done it. I rolled a 1.
All right, that's 6.
This is why I said Anna.
So you succeed. Just because you got a 6, I know it's the lowest you could have rolled, but Vices, I'm gonna throw you out a bone here. Roll me 2d6. If they're both snake eyes, if they're both 6s, you'll get something for it.
3 and a 2.
That's okay. That's fine. On 2 6s, I would have given you the tentacle creature.
I found him!
Yeah, you would have just found him randomly.
Oh, glorious.
I just thought I gotta give it. It would have been a higher chance if
chance.
you rolled higher, but it was a 1. So,
Mm.
No problems between the Rorschach. You know where you're going, and you know the trepidations of the sewers. Vices, you've been down a few times before as well. Quick journeys, if that. Well, everyone's been down them, but you two have more practice. After a bit, though, Rorschach, you are going out further than you've been before. You manage to avoid some of the more rickety bits of stonework where water builds up a little bit more than other areas, knowing not to go down that canyon because it's actually caved in, something that the map doesn't show. Doreen, your map work is going really well. There's a couple of times where Rorschach's saying this way, but you're like, actually, I know that that's the way you would go, but this is a quicker route and actually safer because even if there's guard patrols, we can avoid them. And Solias, just when everyone gets to that point where they're out of the route that Rorschach knows, just you have that instinct, there's just that nervous energy that makes you focus somewhat on the danger that you're in. There is one moment where you hear a noise further down, and Vices, you just quick instinct, just put your arms up and stop everyone, kind of holding up a hand, grab the torch and kind of hide it, put it out, just completely put it out, because you know that at this point you just got to put it out, hope, and then light it again. If not, you're in the darkness, but it's better than being seen. It's some weird, disconcerting sound somewhere probably off in the distance. And as it kind of echoes away, you carry on traveling. Eventually, you come across a sewer grate, bigger than the one you're at before, and you all are under the belief that it will take you into the sanctum of the last breath.
Now we go, Solias. You should be off front. You know how to act in front of this lot.
Right, you are. Up I go. Climby. When I get to the grate, obviously the previous problem was that sometimes things were stored on top of it. So,
yeah,
how hard is it to lift from below?
You try and give it, and it isn't moving. You need to give it a good old push.
Okay.
You can feel there is movement. It's not impossible. You might make a bit of noise.
So I'll get my feet braced on the ladder, crunch up a little bit, and then just push through with the power of my body.
Yeah, roll me a brawl.
I rolled 2 6s on that.
Nice. You push up and you manage to just get that strength. You can feel a barrel. You know where you kind of feel what's on the other side of an item that you're kind of
Mhm.
using as leverage. You can feel it start to tip. You need to push, and your muscles almost start giving up before you feel the weight give. But you also hear the of a barrel that you knocked over and has rolled off somewhere in the room.
Yeah, I get up and then instantly go to tidy up because I've made a mess.
Yeah, so like,
You get
you
up.
are trying to sneak in quietly.
Yeah.
Well, if you can move
This is
about
probably better than
with
the guard
from below
situation. Though,
without
that.
making a
Yeah, no, fair
big
enough.
noise,
Fair enough.
I'll work open to suggestions in future.
Yeah, fair enough.
You got to see about a fight, so I'll give him that much.
Yeah.
I mean, he
You-
didn't remember that stuff was stored on top of the sewer grate.
Oh no,
If
I
you
knew
got
that.
here.
I knew that was a possibility. But I didn't want to fight people on the outside the temple either.
Oh, so you lied to us. I see.
I'm very sneaky. I'm very deceptive. I'll have you know.
I almost feel a little bit proud of you.
Maybe you should do it now.
Nah, it's all right.
He's asking for it. He's saying he's lying.
Nah, it's fine.
It
I do
is
want to see what this dagger. I do want to see what this new dagger does, but
Oh, maybe get the chance.
yeah,
Sorry, sir.
start with the. Oh,
Sorry, Visus. I'm not following the train of this conversation. Who
What?
are you talking to?
myself.
You started talking off about being proud of me, and I felt a little good for a minute there. And then you started rambling about daggers and stuff, and I'm really confused. Would you like to explain who you were talking to? Sorry.
No, just mulling a few things over.
So
Right,
roll me a
right.
luck check. See how the roll impacted the current
4.
4. No problems. You don't hear after you'll get up, you get your bearings. There's no initial sounds of anyone coming down. From what you know, it seems like you might have got lucky that time. You look around and you are in a storeroom. You can see and Slice again, you've been here multiple times. This is where dried meats and wheat and stuff like that is held. You know that actually they hold a lot of this stuff when there is a good season from the farms. It's a safe place for the farms to leave it so that if it needs to go out to the public to feed the people and the Magi's food isn't enough, that there is actually something to give out. There's also just like some extra chairs and tables that seem to be stacked down here, along with some benches that might go outside but have been pulled in since the lockdown. So it's a bit of dusty storage basement area. You know that if you go up and out of here, you'll end up in the warden's quarters, though. You're allowed in the warden's quarters. It's not somewhere private. Normally, you've come in here for work duties and things like that. But yeah, it does take you directly into the warden's quarters.
We'll have to get through the warden's quarters to get there, to get to destination. There's no other
where
option.
it depends where you're planning to go.
Well, if he's not actively preaching, he's probably either in his room or in his office. What's the options for the path there? Is one got a clearer path than the other, or it's hard to tell the time because we're not out there with the big old Magi clocks.
Yeah.
But is there a time? If at the time we guess it is there a place he'd be more likely to be? Would he be more likely in his office or the refectory?
He doesn't have an office here. Obviously, a lot of the spaces are quite public. He used to stay in the warden's quarters, and you would be in the serfs' quarters. And you would probably be one of the serfs that went to the warden's quarters the most. But there were, above the second floor of the building, there was a couple of rooms up there that generally were for further meetings. Behind the square of the building, there's another outcrop of it, which is the Yelling Sanctum. This is where you've seen people in the past being dragged into and
Not come
never
back.
not come back. And this is somewhere that it's restricted to anyone but wardens. So that's to the south, out the back of the building. But to get upstairs is up through the warden's quarters, and then there's another floor above that. So it's a 3-floor building. The top 2 are generally used as offices. They're not anyone specific. Last time you were here, everyone the warden's quarters is a big common room with bedrooms off to the side. Generally, the rooms are just a bed and a cupboard.
Yeah.
Nothing really else.
I mean, once we get up here, guys, we'll be in the warden's quarters, so we'll have to try and blend in to get through that part.
Are we not going to just wait for him in his room? Would that be the easiest way to get a quiet conversation?
Potentially, yeah. I mean,
what else was the plan?
either that or see if he was up in one of the meeting rooms, or yeah, I think maybe just getting into his room and waiting would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's probably the safest bet. We don't want to be spotted. I mean, two of us are quite, we can duck away, but there's 2 of you are very memorable and noticeable.
Thank you. That's quite kind. Thanks.
It wasn't meant as a compliment, but fine.
Oh,
Okay. How are you going about this? What's the action everyone's going to take?
Now, I think I might have spent a bit too much time with you guys. Are we going for the confidence con, as in like pretend we were supposed to be here and doing what we're supposed to, or
Act like
Yeah.
we're supposed to be here.
we've got the.
Yeah, we're
the
dressed
room.
for
We're
it,
dressed.
isn't
We're dressed for it. Let's just walk and go.
It worked
Alright.
so well for us last time.
it worked for a while?
All right. So I'm going to make this another little journey theme about
Oh,
how you're all collectively supporting with this confident act of subterfuge. Trying to all act as serfs, coming out of the basement, 4 of you together.
It's just a case of head forward, walking with a stride, acting like you got somewhere to be.
You roll bluff. If you
Yep.
want to kind of
That'll do it.
deceive.
I'm gonna have to spend 2 momentum to turn that 5 into a 6.
Going to try something different. So if we do encounter anyone, Solias knows the greetings, the movements, how it's supposed to work. It's just trying to persuade people that he belongs.
Yeah. And you can add a serf dice onto this because you are acting as servant types.
Or add my monastery dice, whichever.
One of the 2, yeah.
Ooh, can I add contact servant onto mine?
Yeah.
Sweet. Didn't do anything.
3 successes on that.
3 successes, nice. Doreen Rorschach, churches,
Does
your natural
Rorschach
habitat, Rorschach.
know any hymns or chants that might be?
Roll me a remember check.
Okay.
This is safe because it's impacting another roll. I should have said it was safe, should I?
No, I rolled 2 dice, and you can have
Okay.
2 threat.
I said it was safe before you rolled.
Oh,
So.
Oh.
shame.
No, you've been very anti-church in your life, it seems,
Okay.
and you
Yeah.
could mockingly do them, but in a very mocking way. I.e., you know the general tune, but would probably get it wrong if it's not the chorus.
Okay. Is Solias making any? Is he saying anything? Or is he just?
I would presume in the warden's quarters, you're quite head down, get to where you need to get to.
Yeah, it's more about the way he's acting.
Yeah.
The hand gestures, the way he walks.
Okay.
You could roll an intuit to read into what he's doing and trying to
Okay.
meet the mood.
Okay. 1 success on the intuit.
There we go.
So
And
I'll
Doreen.
just sort of take his lead.
Yeah.
Can I remember the kind of
Mhm.
sounds of the church, kind of like whereabouts things have come from, if they're far away? What?
You.
How many?
eh,
Like
yeah,
I've been here a
I'll
lot.
allow it. Yeah. I think you wouldn't have been back here that often, but I think that there might have been the odd occasion.
Okay, that is a lot of. Wow, that is no. I'm gonna spend a clue for that. Put another die. Let's see if I get. Nope, that's not one of those. I have a threat. Go for it.
I love a
Well,
bit
thank
of
you
threat.
very much.
Okay. But majoritively, you guys succeeded. Doreen, you start getting a little bit nervous. You start trying to remember back of things you've seen before, but your mind keeps going back to the last time you were here,
Mhm.
and the impact that had on you when the well shook and the sky cracked.
Green just trembles.
Yeah. But luckily, the rest of your group and Selias being very, in his element here, quickly take over, and you just kind of almost a little bit numbly follow them along. Slice, you get up there and you notice that it's relatively empty. You see a couple of people sitting on a table, like a communal table, reading. A couple of people you recognize, of the wardens. But it seems like a lot of the doors are closed. The room that your dad would stay in the door is slightly ajar. There's a couple of other doors that are slightly ajar.
Would that signify that it's empty
That
or signify that it's occupied?
either he is inside with the door open. You wouldn't expect that he's sleeping. You wouldn't expect that he's not in there. If the door is open, even that he's in there with the door open, or the room is no longer being used to live in. Or someone's just left the door open.
Kitty.
Probably a little whisper, guys. If the door's open, he's either in there or he's not using that room anymore.
Do you want me to have a look?
I'll go.
Sorry, just so unexpected.
I'll go have a little sneaky peek in and see if anyone's in there.
All right. Are you trying to just have a look in without whoever's inside noticing?
Yeah.
You can roll me a hide just to see how. I know that if anyone looked, the rest of you kind of make a surf shuffle.
There's one success.
One
Success. Yeah, like sweeping or whatnot. You
Let's do
You
the
peek-
surf shuffle, everyone.
you have a peek round the door. Can you roll me a perceive as well?
Criminal contact
You can add.
and break in, or
You can
servant, or both.
Criminal. You're casing a joint.
Okay, I'm gonna spend one of my loaded dice to make one success.
You have a quick look in. You know the things to scan for when you're looking. If you would break in somewhere, there's certain things you would look for. And you know how to look for distinct items. And yes, you're not breaking into somewhere to scout out to go in, but you're looking for signs of life. And inside, you see no one's in there. You can't hear any sound. You see an unput together bed, so it's just like a bare mattress on a bed. And you can see a cupboard. The doors are open. There doesn't seem to be any clothes inside. On an initial inspection, you would presume that no one's staying in this room.
I head back to the group. He ain't in there anymore.
Oh,
He's
all
moved
right.
on. Papa's left you.
I mean, perhaps we can go see Warden Bevan while we're here.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea.
Or is there anywhere else he would be?
Yeah, might be
He's got to be
somewhere
around here
else.
somewhere.
I mean, potentially up in one of the meeting rooms, but we'd be looking through quite a lot.
Can we ask
Let me just
someone?
sneak up there. Servants or whatever we are allowed up there.
Yeah. We can go if you want to take the servants' part.
Let's go have a little listening, act busy, grab a broom, look like we're doing stuff.
Well,
Okay.
this time of day, there's plenty to tidy up there. The waste paper needs emptying, and the floors need sweeping. So yeah, we can do that.
Look, We're not actually going to do the work. We're just going to look like we are.
Right, you are.
Selias, around here, do you normally see more servants?
That does
Normally busy.
there does seem to be a lot quieter than normal.
You would think that there's less there's not less servants in here. The fact that there's 4 of you in here at once is probably a bit suspiciously too much in the warden's quarters.
Well,
But
four
there
of
is actually only if either a lot of them are asleep right now, which wouldn't make sense with the 50-50 dynamic we've already discussed,
Or they're
or
all busy somewhere.
they're all busy somewhere. The fact that
Mhm.
there's only 1 or 2 people chilling about in here, normally there would be a few more having, leisure time. The steps to go up to the offices is in the room with you currently.
I mean, if we go up these steps, we get to the offices.
Yeah, I could go have a look.
Yeah, right. Let's go have a look.
So you all head to stairs. Can someone roll me a luck check?
I'll do it
You're
again.
still
I'm still lucky. I'm still lucky. 6.
6. None of the wardens seem to give you guys any mind. Yes, you may have successfully made them believe that you are just a group of serfs, but 4 serfs going up to the offices all together randomly that came from the basement. They're all too engrossed in their books. So you all managed to find your way upstairs. It's a bit of a spiral staircase. Slice, you find and you've been up here before. Your shoulders kind of hit both of the walls, so you kind of have to walk a little bit sideways. That's a common problem for you anyway in a city as underground as this one is. Everything's a bit more compact than you would like. But as you eventually get up to the landing, you see the 2 doors, 3 doors even, one directly in front of you and one to each side. You know that the ones to each side are to the offices, and the one straight forward goes to another storage room that's generally used for like religious, ritualistic things or more expensive stuff is generally held up there.
Office on the left, office on the right, storeroom in front.
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
Can someone roll me a perceive check, or any amount of you can roll me a perceive check?
Steve. I do not perceive.
Any ones?
No.
No. Just grab your momentum. That's fine.
Oh, I suppose I will if no one else is looking. Head would be on a swivel. I kind of wish I hadn't now. I haven't put a threat on the board for a while. That's a threat.
Okay.
So we all looked and we all failed.
All right. So, do you guys want to go left, right, or forward? You don't hear a thing. You don't see anything.
Left.
Left.
Left. You open up the door to find it's locked.
Ugh.
Oh, I could do that. That's all right. Just give me 5 seconds. I'll get that open.
What's the second?
Roll me a thief.
How many successes do you want?
How many did you get?
Still rolling. It's only 4 successes. I'm gonna make that 3 successes and grab a luck point.
Yeah, no problem. Door opens, no problem. And inside, Selias, you would immediately realize that this room is set out a little bit different. It's not set out like an office anymore. You see one of the beds that would more typically be in the warden's quarters is now in there. You see a desk kind of pushed up against one side. It's quite a cramped space anyway, but it's now been looks like it's being a used living quarters that you have walked into.
Is there anyone asleep in here?
No one is inside.
All right, let's case the joint then. Someone's living here.
Yeah,
Find out
let's
who it is.
investigate the
Yeah.
room. See if I can
Yeah.
confirm that it's Bormar staying in here.
Yeah, I want to case the joint as well. Can I investigate as well?
Yeah. Slice, Rorschach, is there anything you want to do while them to a case in the joint? You could help in any way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm interested in like maybe just looking at the clothes. I know what size he is. I know what fit he, what
Mhm.
cut he prefers, and I know the vestments.
I'll let you do a remember check, and you can add your surf dice.
Oh, 1 success.
Oh, yeah. Okay. How's everyone else do?
3 successes.
3
7
successes.
successes.
What the?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rorschach, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
Okay, fair enough. I was just gonna shift some furniture.
Shit,
for
it's on
people.
another floorboard.
Shift.
No, just in
Like-
case you guys need to see behind stuff. I mean, it's
Do you
just,
want me to-
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to
Okay.
pull up a floorboard for you?
no, like I said, I need to maybe have a meal or two before we can do that again. Also, we don't know for sure this is Bournemouth. I don't want to shit in some random person's room. That's a terrible thing to do.
Slice, as you open the clothes cupboard, it's Formar's clothes.
Yeah.
But everything else that you find in this room, initially you notice the desk is relatively bare, but after opening a couple of drawers, you start finding like inkwells and books, a lot of them empty. It seems to be like a storage place for someone's stationery and stuff like that. But you do find one book. It seems to be some form of personal journal, and Doreen got high enough investigate. It doesn't take you long, quick thumb through without actually reading the mass of it. It does seem to be Bormar's journal of some sort. You also find at the back of the room, there's a doorway, but it's kind of, the walls here are made out of like slatted stone, and it fits perfectly where there is like a natural gap between stonework where the doorway is, so you wouldn't notice it straight away. But with your keen eye and your innate understanding of stone as a stone person, you instantly go hidden door right there. Also, you notice that on the floor there's a few more scuff marks around that area, and you're like, why are people just standing by that point or walking through there a lot? And you quickly figure out that must be some form of hidden door. You also, while you're looking around trying to figure stuff out, you notice that there seems to be a few drag marks of like furniture and stuff coming into the room, which would make sense because they've moved furniture up here and moved furniture out. And it's been, looks like relatively recently. And as you're kind of looking down the hallway, kind of just looking for any signs of anything, and you look across the other room, you can see the other room, just even though the door's closed, you can see has had similar activity. You see a few scrapes and stuff across the floor, as if a second room has also been maneuvered about and swapped. There is absolutely no traps or anything in this room. You see that there's been quite a fair amount of footfall through this room. You see a couple of heavy footprints that seem to be different heavy footprints that have gone through here. And from your judgment upon this, it's probably been fairly recently that there's been, like within the last 12 hours or so, whatever that means, there's been quite a lot of footfall through here. Whatever that means, it seems to be mostly one directional, going through to the hidden door, which, again, with such a high investigation check, would make you believe that beyond that door, somewhere beyond that door, is a collection of people. I think you rolled high enough, I would even give you somewhere between 5 and 10 are somewhat beyond that door. And at that point where you kind of come to that realization, you've kind of been staring at this door a little bit. A couple of you are making a little bit of noise. Can everyone roll me a d6?
Everyone.
Yeah.
5.
Oh.
6.
5.
Can
4
Salias
was the
agree? Oh,
I thought it was
Salias was
lowest.
lowest.
No,
Yeah.
it's me, 4.
Oh, Visus, you are looking around in the room, and you're all kind of conglomerating around the door as Dorian's describing it to you. And from behind, you missed the hide roll.
He likes the back door.
Glenn, if you don't know the attack is there, how do they can't dodge, can they?
You just don't get your defense rolls. Yep.
Yeah, that's 4 damage.
I'm gonna
As
spend
a
a luck point, reroll those
Mhm.
successes.
reroll the successes, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, that's 1 point of damage. Lucky Visus,
Yep.
as a large hammer similar to Solias's comes swinging across and gets you in the side and kind of knocks you. But luckily, as it knocks you, you kind of roll
From it.
away from it, kind of going with the momentum. You suddenly see, as you look back at whatever this is, it's like a large, like headed bit of stone, but where the stonework, the stone is actually white, which is very strange, with the blue. You recognize it similarly to your dagger, with the cobalt handle instead. Very similar to what Solias has got, but very different colorations, but within the same thematics. And as you all turn around ready, Solias, you instantly recognize this as Warden Bethan, who looks a little bit crazed in the eyes. And he goes, "What are you doing up here? Not more of you coming here."
You've been looking for him, so we bought him. Pointing at Solias.
Hello,
And he
Warden Bethan.
suddenly-
You want to be experimented on? Nice to see you again.
Okay.
Come in, have a chat.
Not here. What are you doing here?
Sort you. Come on in.
Not. Come on in. I'm already in the room.
Well, where could we go and talk? If you seem to be a bit nervous about being here, is there somewhere you'd like to go?
Oh, come on. And he takes a moment to really think about. The issue is these NPCs don't expect the way you guys respond.
They're expecting us to go, let's fight, and we go.
Not necessarily,
"Oh,
but you're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Fine, come to my quarters. And he quickly walks across the corridor
The
to the
hall,
other
yeah.
side. Yeah, hallway. And Doreen, you're like, that's Bethan's room. You go in and you see the room is a mess. You can see that there is bags on the bed that seem to be half filled with clothes. You can see ritual equipment that seems to be put into a backpack. They don't let go of this hammer. They were going to hang it up, but they're not going to. And they turn around and go, "Okay, well, I tried to sort out your father, but you've got me. I guess whatever his plan is, you've won."
What do you reckon his plan is? Because I ain't got a clue.
Don't know, the man is mad and is taking on this church. So I don't know what you two can do, but you've
When
won
he
the
says
church.
you-
I'm going to try and get out. Okay?
So
What's
la-
he doing?
I don't know.
What, through the door that you just came through? Is he there?
No, he didn't come through the stone door. He came from behind you through the door that you went into the room.
Okay.
So you guys walked in the room. Straight as you walk into the right, the far wall had the stone door. He came through across the hallway and attacked Visus in the back. Your
Could we-
father, since you've been gone, has been ruling the roost somewhat. And I've been trying to sue. But he seems to be a little bit more influential than I am, let's say. And I'm being ousted. Or I'm
But
going
you
to be.
also got him kidnapped to be experimented on.
Correct. Well, I needed to find out any foul play was being afoot. I believe that he has some kind of additional magics that are not befitting or correct, and I've heard rumors that you are the same kin. So I needed to do what I needed to do to save the church, to save the temple. And the
Yeah,
sanctum.
Borma don't have the power though, does he? So,
But he's very powerful.
He's
yeah,
a
but
very powerful.
he don't have the same power as Solias has.
And
Or
what
is he?
makes you believe that? If it
Oh, well,
is
has
a-
he been displaying this power then? Because from what we've read in his house, he's been trying to replicate it for a very long time.
And feeling.
he's immensely powerful, regardless if he's mastered it or not. He always has been.
Yeah.
For me, it's the same thing. You're just terrible with your prayers.
I was very
Your
good at the
divine
prayers.
works.
I knew all of the words. I remembered them very well. Looks at Pisces. I just could never actually channel the magic that way. And I just think that I found a better way of doing it, the way that works for me.
Well, I think it comes from lack of belief in the goddess. And that's why your power didn't emanate as much as your father's had. But there is something different about you too. I need to go. This isn't a safe place for anymore. He is.
All right. Let's
Oh,
help you then. We got a place.
We could help you get out, but I think you just need to tell us a bit more first. Like, we know he's bad. That's quite clear.
If you're in a rush, we could get you out. We've got a safe hold and we can chat there. We've got one of your mates
Wait.
there as well.
Tell us more now. I'm not coming back through.
I'm getting very different thoughts and responses about this. Do you want me to talk now? Are you
Now.
going to kill me?
Why would
I
we
feel
kill you?
very because I attempted to get somehow you know that all of that. Attempted
Yeah,
to
because
slice.
you give gang orders. It's fine.
You got to dabble. If you don't dabble, you don't know what's going on. But no one seems to know what's going on anymore.
I mean, I've got no hard feelings towards you for having me kidnapped. It kind of
I
all
feel
worked
like
out
you
all right.
should, and maybe one day you'll come round to that. But
I mean,
it's all for the goddess of the land and skies. You see, it's to try and keep her sanctum safe, but it's long past that. I need to try and
What's in the inner? What's going on in the inner sanctum? Why are people disappearing? How long's that been going on for?
roll a persuade check.
I'm famously great at persuade.
Yeah, that's why you always
Should've
do
let me
One
do
nick
talking.
dice. One nick dice. But I will use a loaded dice to make that one success.
What happens in the inner sanctum doesn't matter anymore. It's non-operational. Everything's been moved from the inner sanctum.
What was operating in there before?
It's just where the wardens went to have meetings, but also it was the place for protection for the artifacts. But artifacts got stolen, so we had to move it.
So where are the artifacts now?
Well, in the old storage room up here. That's why we moved two of the higher wardens up to keep them safe. On the second floor rather than the first floor. Where
Why
someone
are people
easily...
going to the inner sanctum and not coming back out?
That's a problem from the past. It's not a thing that's happening anymore. So it doesn't matter. Okay? It's in the grand scheme of things that doesn't matter anymore.
No. I still think it matters. Were you feeding people to artifacts in there? Yes or no?
We weren't feeding people to art.
But you were
Okay, so
sacrificing
what were
them.
you doing?
As I said, that is not a problem for now. If you want to deal with him, if you're trying to find out more, why not find out the things that are actually happening rather than things of the past? We're trying to move forward and get this church back in order.
You're running! You're running from the church! How are you going to get things in order by running away?
Because I need to take a step away so I can get myself ready. Find people who might be able to support and get this church back on.
There's four people right here that are willing to help you if you talk to us. So
I don't know
why
how
you start
willing
I
I
am-
am if he's not going to admit that he murdered a bunch of people.
I have
he
not
thinks it's in
murdered
the
a singular
past.
person.
Okay.
what have you done with him?
How many people have you convinced to sacrifice themselves for the good of the church then?
That's a very good question.
See, I've read about this, guys. This is called deflection. It's where someone purposely avoids the question.
Yeah. Doesn't work with us though.
We're like a rat with an egg to hatch, so we don't let go.
Yeah,
The-
very focused.
No, let's just squeeze them with eye contact.
It won't seem as such at this point anyway, but I've always been against this practice. But when the higher ups tell you one thing, You have to go along with it if you want
Oh,
to
you-
change the system
You were just following orders, were you?
at the beginning, and then I would be giving the orders.
I was about to say, Bethan, they don't get much higher up than you and my old man.
Correct. But it wasn't always that way. My main point here is yes, the wards and protections within the inner sanctum had been failing for a long time. And the glyph work wasn't working anymore. And we had to make sacrifices to keep things going. We didn't just take anyone in there, it was the criminals, the lawbreakers,
Oh, that's all right then.
the unsafe.
Oh, God forbid someone should be given a second chance, right?
Yeah.
Just fucking
Yeah,
kill them.
why throw
most
them
of
in the
these-
prison when you could just get rid of them?
Most people were given second
uh,
chances. These are the people who have been on the guard's radar multiple times. They had been breaking multiple laws. We would not take
Okay, you're
a
right. This
first
bit don't
timer.
matter.
That's
brush
what
up.
I was trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't
But
matter.
it's good to know that
Yes.
you're complicit. What I want to know was when around us started to fall apart. Was that around the same time the wards gave out? They all connected.
The wards have been given out for a while.
Yeah, what?
I
The
was
ones
saying
around
that
the city.
No, the wards around the inner sanctum.
Yeah. What about the city falling apart though?
Oh, that was a surprise to all of us. Something got taken from the inner sanctum. An artifact, we believe, disrupted the flow of everything.
And what did that artifact do?
It was an egg. It was
I
barely.
knew the egg was important.
Do you
Sorry,
know
what did
about
it
this
do?
egg?
Go on.
What did it do?
The egg was just some stone egg that was in there. It was the least remarkable.
Voice, right, mate. What did the egg do? What did the egg
Bring
do?
on the credit.
I've done it. All right, fuck this guy. You tell me what the egg did.
You're saying that because an egg
So-
was taken, that's why everything.
I'm
is
just going to talk to
around
myself
us.
for a minute because it might be more worth, might be more intelligent conversation.
So the sky is falling because of an egg,
I.
a rat egg.
No, he said a stone egg.
Vitus,
She said a stone egg,
Vitus, you
sorry.
hear the whisper come in the back of your head. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up as the whisper comes into the back of your ear. I don't know exactly. This is what I'm interested in. I believe it gives life. But that's just a theory. Now,
Waste
but
of-
what a waste. But I'm not going to waste my chance.
Mm.
What do you most fear in the world?
That's the thing with being a sociopath. You don't really fear anything, do you?
Everyone fears something.
What's
What
the
if you-
I think dying before I worked out what the fuck is going on. That is like, it's just annoying more than being scared. But you know, I'll think about it and let you know when I think of something. All right?
I want
okay.
honesty.
I don't know. I haven't encountered anything I'm scared of.
Maybe being alone?
I'm always alone.
Maybe it's to keep yourself safe from being hurt by others. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
if you let,
to...
that's it. All right, okay, yeah. Let
Maybe-
someone get too close, they betray you. How's that?
I'll do
And
for
I've said that
now.
out loud. I feel like I'm right.
Bye-bye. Carry on.
So,
It's just like Vices has gone and like stood like full in a corner when he's had the conversation, like right up to the corner and just talked into the corner.
right.
I think you broke him.
I don't
No,
feel any better
it's
for
sweet
that.
though that he's scared of us getting too close. You know, it's quite
Stay
I-
the fuck
quite
away
cute.
from me. Right.
So this egg, if it's returned, the sky will stop falling. You think that's
I
the
do-
problem for everything?
Do we know
I
where
do you
the
know?
egg went? That's the thing.
What's that?
Do we know where the egg went?
No.
No, Ruben, I don't know. I believe Bormar might have some ideas. I believe there may be further information that he's keeping from me.
Yeah.
There was some guards on the night of that chased someone out of the sanctum.
Mhm.
Did they get a
But
description?
no, they were quick. They were in the shadows.
Useless.
They were good at what they did. Guards, not so much. Hence why the increased guards and the moving of all the ancient artifacts of the goddess of the land and skies.
Gone well for you, hasn't
Unfortunately, it does mean that a lot of the protections of the church are no longer magically encouraged and created.
So the church is basically done for because Bormar's a loony and he's in control now.
Yes,
What's
hence
he-
why I'm leaving.
What's his doctrine? What's he doing? What's he? Why are you leaving so much? What's he trying to do?
He believes that we need to centralize control over the city. He believes the church should run the entire city. It already does to a large degree, but there's a lot of other moving pieces. He's talking about how there is this prophet that states that the goddess of the land and skies wants the church to rise above, and once full control has been taken by the church, we will be giving our freedom. And he is the blood of blah blah blah, the old rhetoric of a crazy man who believes he is the blood of the god. And anyway, he wants
So,
to first of all control the church when there was never central control. There's always the wardens, and we are collectively in control. I only started gaining control as well to prevent him from having full control, and then he decided that he's going to try and get around that, and then the city, and then whatever else is next. I don't know everything he's been getting involved. But that is what I know. But if you can get me somewhere safe, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Well, we got a roomie for you. You'll be just fine.
Oh, okay.
You know him, so it's all right.
Yeah, maybe you should run.
Yes, it's not safe here. You should all not be in here either. Solias, you're all four of you are wanted. You're aware of that, correct?
Oh yeah, very
Yeah.
much so.
I don't know why you
because
broke
you
out
ordered
as
us picked up and killed.
I did not want picked up and killed. My only order was regarding Solias.
Who wanted Doreen then?
I don't know.
Why did we all end up at the same place?
I don't know. I
Oh,
only
the
put an
city.
order for Solias.
The city, no one knows anything. Oh my god!
Well, because I had
You
one
just like
thing
order.
I
It's just
needed.
like ordering takeout. One fox guy for experimenting, please.
Well, not one fox guy, a specific fox guy.
I've got some unrelated questions. The metal on your crochet, what is it?
This is one of the artifacts. It's
What's it do?
it's very good at sending people flying if I'm being surrounded. I could get out of this room quite easily if I wanted.
Right. Well, they all do something different. I take it. And these artifacts
the
came
artifacts.
from. Yeah.
These were the art. These
all made of
artifacts
smell.
came from time before the land and the
So no
goddess
one
fell.
knows anything about them.
Well, we know what they do. We know the powers they have.
Oh.
But there was a lot of them a long time ago. We used to have a lot more. But when disasters have happened, things have gone missing, things have gone displaced, paperwork.
You got a catalogue somewhere of what they do? I expect not, because no one
Yes.
seems to know anything to see.
Yes, we do, but it's in the
How do you
storage room.
displace a bunch of really important, powerful artifacts in a closed-off city? They can literally only be here somewhere. Did you not look for them?
Yes, but do you also understand that the city has a bunch of gangs that
Yeah,
control
well,
most of
we've
the city?
also-
It has a giant underground. It has a mine that changes itself. It's got a
We
vault
also
with Star
proved
Zone,
that,
Magi's district that you can't look into.
Like, Bournemouth's been working and extracting artifacts for probably years anyway. We already
Yeah.
found
And there's
one in his
people
house,
from
so
within the church who take things as
Yeah.
well. Things stay behind lock and key and don't get looked at for a while, because why look at it every day? Other than to check a few things. Something like the only reason we noticed the egg was gone because the sky decided to crack, and we investigated, and someone ran away with something from that area.
So was the egg power in the sky?
We have no idea. We can only presume that the egg being taken from that place of power caused this to happen.
Got it.
Isis? Was that you?
I may have seen an egg before.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Oh.
This is deflection again, once again.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
all
it's-
right. All right. Yeah, it was Bormar. Bormar got me to do it. Gang orders and all the rest of it. I expect he's the one who gave the orders.
Interesting.
Where did you take it?
Well, it wasn't there when I went back to the hidey hole. I was told to put it. So I expect Bormar's got it.
Quite convenient. Good. Did
What?
you plan? Did you put it in a hidey hole he told you to put it in? No.
I can't remember. No, I don't think I did. I just dumped it somewhere safe because it was a bit too hot, you know.
Did you hide it in some rubble?
Well, look, everything was kind of collapsing at the time, so I put it somewhere safe.
And if you could find the egg, like if we went out and looked for it, what would we bring it back?
I don't think bringing it back would help if the wards have failed, but I think studying the thing would help. We'll give it to Fid. Let Fid have a look at it, see what it does. You know, your mate looking at
I
Bethan.
don't like Fid. I'm scared of him.
He's very clever. Oh, is that
Yeah.
who your friend is?
Yeah, we got him hidden away because like he was in too much danger as well.
Honestly, that man is way in over his head.
Yeah, well, you can come look after him, can't you?
Oh, I guess. I'm not the myth combatant. I thought I'd just be scaring a couple of serfs away, but then you all turned around and I saw Salias, and I was like, oh, this is more of a problem than I initially anticipated. And you all acted
sense.
very nonchalant.
Yeah, look, we're not involved in any of this, so we're just trying to fix things.
I haven't seen
So-
you, and I'll be going about my day.
Yeah, do you want to meet us somewhere where we can get you somewhere safe later on?
What are you planning to do here? What's the plan of action?
Well, we originally came to talk to Bormar, but we had no idea that he was the big bad in this situation.
And he's got
He's
quite a
gone
few
mad.
people following him, I take it, because I could hear some people.
Look, it's not just most of the church is seeing me as some kind of pariah, someone who's trying to disrupt the flow and cause issues and troublemaker. And I hear whispers about me around corners, side eyes looking at me. I'm done with that now. I'm out of this so I can figure out my next steps, but I'm not safe here, and I don't think any of you four are. You're not safe anywhere, to be honest.
Great.
Well, that's the problem. We're not safe anywhere, so we may as well get to the bottom of why we're not safe anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
were you
part
in
of the
charge
hope-
of the gangs?
Hmm?
One of them. Were you in charge of one of the gangs, or were you just someone that could send out for takeaway?
I'm not. Okay, I knew I'm not in a gang. I just knew where to leave some money and a description to get some work done.
Right.
I don't
And
want to get
sorry,
that close.
I just want to get down to the core reason. Why did you think that would help?
What? Getting you?
Yeah.
Because because your father is more difficult to get than you are, and I believe that there is a hereditary power that's giving him this boost of some sort, but I do not think it's of good, hence his madness. So I believed that if we could find out the root cause of the power, and if it came from you, I would have enough evidence to take him down. That is why I did what I did. Was it ethical? No. I'm very sorry, Salias. This wasn't right to do, but I have to put the church first. And if you're happy to sit and do some research, we might be able to get some evidence, give it a few months, find enough information about him, we could take down him in the long run. But there's nothing we can do now. He's too strong. Everyone in this church is on his side. I don't think you'd make it out of here if you decide to take any aggressive actions.
I agree.
Right.
But we need
is
something
the
else.
storeroom is the storeroom guarded?
The
The one just
storeroom,
outside.
I don't know anymore. You can see that there's a actual just wooden door, where there was the hidden wooden door on his side, being barred off from the other side. So has the central door.
Right. So only Bormar's door, and there's people beyond that, right?
I don't know I know there's a lot
Let's
of.
not risk that.
I
then.
keep
They're
my
probably
door
doing
closed,
They're probably doing some sort of ritual or something in that. It'd be great
which
to know
sounds a
what
bit
they're doing.
concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
There's a lot of people. So
I suppose you have
great.
friends that we can click together to take down the big enemy.
Not at the moment.
Think
We got
he's
one guy in the basement, and you can come and be the second person in the basement.
I don't think he really counts as a friend or
And
someone
we'll start the
helpful.
rebellion of 6.
Sounds great. I'm also thinking let's just see if we can break out of here and go.
Yeah, I think maybe
There's some old historical literature that is long hidden away by the man upstairs. I mean, Bormarcus, that's his main quarters. Literally upstairs. That state that the bars to exit the city. This is what I've been thinking.
Oh, you want us to leave the city?
I want to leave the city, possibly. See if
I
there's
mean,
something beyond. The
That's
bars are made out of something that is
I'm game.
the bars that prevent us from leaving. They are and keep us safe. I do believe they keep us safe. They are made from a metal not found within the mines, not found within the city. And then he brings up his
It's like this, yeah.
hammer staff and points to the white part. He goes, "But this isn't even." So I'm hoping I bash down the gate. But unfortunately, this is the only piece of. They'll be after me the moment I don't prepare for a couple of days with one of the ancient artifacts of the goddess of the land and skies. They will be looking for me, and I'm not as subtle as some little bedeviled running around with an egg.
Yeah, I don't have an egg, do I? That's part of the problem.
Mhm. Let alone the fact that there's multiple artifacts on their side. God knows what they're doing with them.
We need to find the egg before we leave, though.
We need to stop having conversations here. We are in the
Right.
belly of the
Right.
beast.
I vote we get
Let's
that out of
go.
here because I think anything else we do is going to push our luck a little bit too much.
Oh, let's go quickly.
Yeah.
All right then.
Okay, I'm going to need a little bit of a story about what you've all been through since,
Well, we'll
but not
chat about
now.
that when we get you
No.
safe in the basement with your mate Fid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have a little story time.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay, I appreciate. I'm sorry for attacking you,
Fine.
but
Barely touched me.
you got lucky.
I'm a lucky guy.
He really is. I don't know how he does it.
It's just
Probably the ghosts.
there is the talking to walls situation that seems to be happening.
Ghosts
Sometimes I
probably
just
have
want
it.
some intelligent conversation.
Oh, is this how this is not the most
That's
productive way of? We need to consider that the goddess of the moon that is completely off. The goddess.
What?
What's a moon?
Have you not read the stories of the moon?
No.
The goddess of the land and skies would teach us that however much we wish to be free and to fly through the skies together, but having our own space sometimes, being grounded, can really bring a collective spirit, and maintaining closeness is something that will keep us moving forward in the right direction.
You know, I think I needed
Has
to
that
hear.
worked out for you so far?
Well, I'm one of the after 5 seconds, this won't be the same thing, but I'm one of the high wardens of the Temple of the Last Breath.
I mean, about to be exiled, right?
Correct. I did say up until this point.
Sorry,
but,
Doreen, did you have a point?
Actually, I've got a few. There's like one here.
Right, let's leave. See what happens when I try
I'm
and be
gonna touch
nice.
them. Just the ones up here, though.
I'll try and be
How
nice.
did you get in and out of here? Because you're going to be kind of
To
obvious. Oh,
Yeah, I recommend you take your shoes off.
You good?
He
That
looks
way
down
it's
at your
got string
feet.
toes.
I don't wear shoes. I did once, but I lost one.
That's a shame.
It was down in the mines, and I
Right,
know
no,
them so
let's-
well, but I never found it
please,
again.
please.
Come on, let's go
Please,
back
we need
Maybe
to
downstairs.
go
go.
to the mines, have a look for them.
Keep an
that'd be
eye out for
really
a shoe.
Yeah,
Bethan, we're going to the
it was
lower-
red
Okay. Have you
the
got
lower
the other
storeroom
one?
on the east side. If you could lead us through, I'm hoping,
in my
seeing
house.
as you're
yeah.
one of the high wardens, we won't get accosted on the way.
Yes, of course.
We'll carry some of your stuff.
The wheel looks like we're anyway. Fine.
Not if we're putting
No
it
one-
in not if we're putting a refuge bag, so it looks like we're putting a rubbish out.
Let's just
You
go.
can
Most people are
bring bags.
working on. Let's go. And he grabs the last of his things and kind of puts it away and heads
Did
out
you
the
grab
door.
Bormar's journal?
Yeah, I could grab that.
I presume you had
I
it.
probably already
Mm.
don't have
There's nothing
pockets.
else of note in the
Oh,
in
no, I
his
do
room,
have a
is there?
robe.
Nothing else of note you saw in his room?
No, not to take.
Okay. I'm gonna just relock his door
Mhm.
because I think that would be sensible.
Sure.
Maybe
Roll
if
me a
we
thief. How was this a big thief check? You got one success, didn't you? So I'll make you re-roll.
It was like 3 successes to get into the
Okay.
room originally.
No, then that's fine. You can easily lock it again. I'll carry
Yeah.
it over.
Cool. Yeah.
Roll
Just so that he's not suspicious.
I was just saying maybe if we visited Doreen's house, she could show us the shoe that was left, so we knew what we were
Oh
looking
yes,
for.
I could. Yeah, so that you'd know. I've got other things as well. I've got puzzle books.
Right, but if you're
I've
looking for the shoe,
Mm,
showing us a
mm,
puzzle book isn't
mm.
going to help, is it?
You're also it's also
Oh,
very
cool.
likely your house is being watched.
By who? Oh, the Magi. Yeah, that's right. I'd forgotten. Are you okay?
I feel
Have you been to my house?
no.
I think you'd like it.
No, well, you haven't invited us, have you?
No.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
It's gonna be
It's
watched.
She's got
It's just by the
puzzle
moon.
books. I'm packed. We can go now.
Let's go.
Oh, okay.
You'll
I-
grab some
I
bags.
assumed we were walking and talking.
Yeah, grab some
Mm.
bags.
Well, that'd be really weird if you're walking, talking through corridors with wardens about
This.
and
Yeah,
Doreen's
it's
house.
head down in supplication before our high priest Bethan.
Yeah, no problem. The High Warden Bethan gets you
Mm.
through downstairs into the basement without any issues. No one even questions him walking along. And it's not far from the steps up to the middle floor, down into the basement anyway. So it's not too far of a journey. He looks around and notices the barrel on the floor. Well, that's going to obviously not go back in place unless someone wants to stick around to keep it hidden. But maybe we just stand it up and hope for the best.
Is there any kind of lock? It was the seal wasn't locked, but is there any kind of
No.
lock on?
Roll me an investigation check.
I could get one better. It's just a fail. But
Okay.
I've got one luck point, and I'm going to spend the luck point to produce a mundane item, something that I've had
Yeah.
all this time.
Yeah.
Quite a thick, heavy padlock.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, you just
We'll
run
just-
around the bag, bring out a thick,
Yeah, just-
heavy.
We'll just lock the way after us.
It will show that someone's been this way if anyone was using it, but
Oh, they won't be able to follow us, will they?
true. Let's go. After someone else first.
I'll go last, obviously.
Yeah, I'll lead the way again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rorschach, you jump down, you follow Vices, you lock the sewer grate from underneath, and you all head back down through the tunnel. We will skip the tunnel getting back, saying you managed to.
Oh, but give me a like.
Okay. Roll, go on. Two
double
sixes,
sixes.
double sixes.
No.
No. You travel through back up the way you came, managed to get yourself through the city, and are about to re-enter the room with Finn. And we will pick up next week.
I'm gonna re-enter the room with Fid.
Well, you're gonna go with Finn, who's inside the room.
Back to the safe house.
Yeah, the safe house. Yeah, but we'll pick that up next week.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting episode.
There's always
Deep
something, isn't
people.
there?
I
It's
have
just-
8 momentum.
Yeah, I got 4 now. I'm out of luck and loaded dice. I'm out of tricks, but I've got momentum.
Well, maybe it's a good thing you didn't keep going into the church. I have to say, see
Still
the
got no idea what's
repercussions.
going on.
Yeah.
And
Not a
to
clue
be
what we're
fair,
going to do next.
This is how I felt the whole of Starfall. So
Great.
I was like, I don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. 4 episodes before the end. I think I know what's going on. But you make actions, you know.
You were going to say progress then, and then you stopped yourself.
Right, you made actions. You did things.
You did do things.
You did things.
You did things. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. We'll catch you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.